So once again, Google Hangouts has betrayed the fellas of Talking NFC Beast. But we deal with these things and we move on. Apparently, it cut out on me before it cut out on Maine and in Trevis. So I don't know what the hell y'all were talking about for the 5 minutes I was away before it killed y'all too. So
hey, look, believe it or not, we were actually agreeing on most things. It's crazy. It's the first time it ever happened.
That's because I left the damn room. That's why.
I think it's the second time. I think it happened before, and we were in like a conundrum. Like, hold on, are we agreeing? What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Were y'all in agreement on talking shit on the Cowboys? Is that what y'all were agreeing on?
Actually, no. Nah.
Finding common ground.
No. Hold on, y'all. Nobody gives a damn about the Cowboys, just to let you know. We were actually just talking about the relevant teams in the NFC East.
I think you better give a damn about them this week, partner.
Yo, you can talk all the shit you want. I see who you have playing in the game. It really doesn't matter.
That's okay. The games must be played, Jack.
They must be played. I'm looking at this game like the San Francisco 49er game now. Like, I mean, I'm like, really.
Good for you.
Just looking at it like that. I'm looking at it like I just hope they show up. And once they figure out who was not in the game to play it. Think about this. I don't want to sound like like Giants fans, and I really don't want our season to start going like Giants fans, but who do y'all have on defense?
Oh, boy.
Y'all have a lot of people out. Like, they're out. Like,
Carry on.
And then I always say to people, who are you going to stop on the Eagles' offense in order for your defense to look good? We don't have just one receiver. There's nobody that you could zone in on and say, we're going to stop this receiver. Their offense is done. We proved that just 2 weeks ago when we lost Ertz, who was not in the game because of a hamstring he didn't play. And then you found out who Burton was, who was the backup to the backup tight end. You found out who he was.
One thing I do know is the Eagles don't have anybody on offense that scares you. They have a great scheme that they play well within.
Okay.
Nobody on that offense puts fear in any individual player's heart.
You know what I will say? You know what I'll say? Your offense put fear in anybody's heart. And you got a fake top receiver, which we don't even realize who the heck he is anymore. We don't even know who he is. We have no idea whatsoever. His name is, what was his name? Damn, what was his name?
Who?
Yo, he liked to wear, oh my God, what's his name? I can't even remember who he is, yo.
I had to take that
I have no idea whatsoever.
What you talking about, man?
I don't know. The same thing that you don't know about where we at right now. I can't remember who your star receiver is.
Okay, you're an idiot. That's your bad.
You're right. Who's your star receiver? Who is he?
Bust y'all ass plenty enough for you to remember who he is. So that's your bad.
Who's your star receiver this year? Who's your star receiver?
My star or starting? What are you saying?
Star.
They don't have a star receiver. Dez is the top dog. He's not playing.
Hey, Trevis. Right, hey, Trevis, to be real with you, you need to ask yourself your team that same question.
No, I don't. And I'll tell you the reason why I don't have to ask my team that. You know why? Because we play team football. Team. We don't need a star. We don't need somebody. We don't need player. That's what y'all on. Y'all on some star stuff. That's why y'all star running back not in the game anymore, and y'all star running game is about to go through the shooter.
You
understand
done?
That?
I don't understand.
I'm not done. Actually, I'm not done. I'm still going.
Okay, go on.
So you're talking about stars. Y'all have no stars.
Who brought that up?
This team that's going off of
those times where you bring up a narrative, your own bullshit narrative, and then you say you're talking about a star.
I'm not bringing no bullshit.
You're talking about a star.
I'm not bringing up a bullshit narrative right now. Don't shit that made me did. Don't shit that made me did. Yeah, you just made me drop something very important and valuable to me.
If I may, let me intervene.
Please intervene because this stupidity is killing.
Let me intervene and let me moderate for a second. I feel like in this discussion, I could be the neutral party in saying that what Cash said is true. Nobody on the Eagles offense scares you. If there was somebody to name, you probably would have to say Carson Wentz because he's playing well.
Right.
Other than that, y'all really don't have that key player. And just like you're saying, you know, in Trevis, just like you're asking Cash, who is your star player or who is your star wide receiver? I mean, you have to ask that same question to the Eagles. Who is your guy? It's not Alshon Jeffries. If I had to pick somebody, it probably would be Ertz because he's leading the team in receiving. So
did we win a game without Ertz?
I understand what you're saying that, you know, you guys are playing a team game, but that's exactly what Cash is saying. Your system is what's winning games for y'all. That's what's winning games for y'all.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But if there is no star on y'all team, you're right, because Cash point is correct. Nobody scares y'all. Nobody on your offense scares anybody.
Exactly. So you never know.
To him because he's not hearing me.
So yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. So check this. So you never know where the ball's going. You can't double a receiver to a point where you're like, oh yeah, this receiver I need to double him, or I need to take out time, or I need to put a safety over top of him, or I need to make sure a linebacker leans towards this way. You can't predict what the Eagles are actually going to do when it becomes crunch time.
And that's a
when
good
it's time
thing.
for the Eagles to run that play that's needed. Exactly. So,
but you're getting away from the reason I made that statement about nobody on your offense scares you. It's because you started talking shit on.
You made the statement, but I told you I don't care. I'm okay with that because I believe that we are a team and we are balling as a team. You just found out 2 weeks ago who the third string tight end was. You just found out who the third string tight end was. You know his name. His name is Burton now. Third string tight end balling on him. No problem.
Did I just find out or did you just find out? Because I'm a little bit more up.
You just found out. I know his name. I've been to his name. His name Burton, son.
No, another one of your false claims. I didn't just find out about
it. Don't worry about it. Oh, you said false claim. Wait, what? False claim? What you talking about?
All season, Trevis.
He been not just this season. We catching passes since last season too, because he was Ertz's third man, like that person that he basically checked down to, because they were the ones that having all the practice in minicamp.
So it sounds to me like
you know
your own bullshit point about us just finding out about him since he's been catching passes.
No, he's the reason why I brought up this shit with Osweiler last week. Because I understand when you on a bench and you throw into a certain receiver, you keep throwing to him because you're used to that receiver. You're used to when he cuts. You're used to his breaks. You let the ball go to that particular receiver.
I'm going to chime in. Let me intervene. You just brought up a point that was not fulfilled in this last game, just so you know. Just so you know, that's what you just did. You just brought up something that
all over the place, man. He all over the place. My Lord.
I'm just saying. That ain't got nothing to do with. That ain't
got nothing to do with this. He can't have one coherent thought. One coherent thought for 30 seconds straight before he.
Just to be clear,
ladies and gentlemen.
Just to be clear,
ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on, Trevis. Hold on. Just to be clear, what you did is you said the point was brought up that Denver Broncos and Osweiler was going to throw to some unnamed receiver and have a big game, which it did not happen. But you said what you're saying now is that
never said that.
Wentz did the same thing with.
Yes, you did.
Never said that.
Yes, you did.
No, I said my greatest. You gonna let me talk? I said my greatest fear was that he threw to a unknown receiver in which they were not prepared for. And you could go back and you could watch the tape. I said my greatest fear was that he threw to an unknown receiver, and that was the reason why I said it, is because when Wentz came into the game, he would only throw to Burton. It was like, yo, why do you keep throwing to Burton? Why? Because that's who he practiced with. He practiced with Burton all the time because he was a third string quarterback at the time. And then they moved him up. They moved him up after they got rid of the starting quarterback. chopped out the second quarterback. They moved Wentz up. Wentz was a starter out of nowhere.
How many yards did Burton have? How many catches? How many yards?
I don't know. I don't know.
Your name.
So you right now don't
so
know.
You're spitting these stats, but you ain't got nothing to back it up. That's what I'm saying.
An empty vessel.
What's that? You mean from 2 years ago?
No,
or a year
from
ago?
This season. You're talking about.
Oh, from this season?
Talking about
whatever he had last game, that's what he got. Ertz has been the man this season. He ain't had no catches.
How about this? This is what I'll say. This is the game of the week. I think it's going to be a hard-fought game, but I personally think the Eagles are going to win, mainly because the Cowboys' defense is going to be hard for them to make those stops that need to be made against their offense that's flowing pretty well. Plus, they're coming off a bye week and a lot of rest. They're going to get some players back. They're going to get the hill up a little bit. And then the fact that the Cowboys just took that L to the Falcons, that was a big loss for them. I think that's going to play a part in it. And they're struggling with their offensive line, which is something that the Cowboys didn't have a problem with last year. The offensive line was really solid last year. This year, it's been shaky due to injury and due to, them not being able to get into a flow. I'm not saying that I think the Cowboys are going to win that game, but I would like to know what fear is for this game, because it was dead wrong the last one. So I want to know what your biggest fear on the Cowboys. To me, it sounds like you don't have any fear, is what you're saying. That's what's coming across. I think that's premature, and I think that's a little outlandish. I don't think that, because the Cowboys.
I do have a fear. I mean, nobody asked me my fear yet, but you're bringing the question out. I do have a fear for the game. Is it about anything that the Cowboys have? No. It's not about nothing that the Cowboys actually have.
Okay.
But it's about the fact that we've had a week off. And I know they've been going extra hard in practice, because that's why Alshon Jeffrey twisted his ankle. But I'll tell you right now, when you look at it and you say, okay, what are you fearful about? We talked about earlier that the coaches just don't seem to be adjusting to anything that needs to be adjusted to. And they're just going straight shoot and do what they do and just replace the people in their lineup for the Cowboys. That's my particular problem. You understand what I'm saying when I state that?
I don't know. Who are you talking about? The Eagles?
Okay.
Cowboys?
No, we're talking about the Cowboys coach. No, we're talking about the Cowboys coaching staff. They're just going to replace whoever it is that needs to be replaced. And they're going to say, all right, well, we're going to take Zeke. Zeke's not in the game. We're going to put Alfred Morris in there. We're still going to do what we do. They're not going to adjust to what Alfred Morris does as a specific running back. And they're going to say, run the ball the same way that Zeke does.
Why does that scare you?
I never said it scared me.
I
never said that.
Yeah, I say how he switched topic.
I answered the question already. I understand. I answered the question already. Here y'all go with this bull jingles. Listen to me. I answered the question, and then I back my answer up. And I said the reason why. I said eventually, I don't fear the Cowboys for the simple fact that, the only thing that I fear is the fact that the Eagles are coming off a bye. And they were rusty the last time they came off a Thursday to a Sunday game. They were rusty. And then I told you the reason why I'm not going to fear the Cowboys. And I said we spoke about it earlier on the fact that they don't adjust appropriately by their coaches on what their players are doing. That's what I stated. And Lee's not in the game. He's a big factor in a lot of the games that we play against the Cowboys. Without Lee in the game, y'all got to find somebody else that's just as good.
So let me ask this question. So do you think Dak Prescott has any bearing on the Cowboys playing a good game?
Yeah, he has a bearing on the game actually happening and correct reads that are going on. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, he's a bum. But in games, certain quarterbacks look for certain other aspects to a team, and they kind of lose that aspect. And you really need a defense that has to focus on other things. The reason why specific teams become great are because they have so many players you have to defend for. And Cash will let you know, when playing defense, you got to worry about the major players on the team. And you have to be able to defend for those major players. And when you look at the Dallas Cowboys, that they start to dwindle, per se, on their major players, in which you have to look for, especially in this game with no Zeke, especially in this game with Dez Bryant with a twisted ankle or whatever, and him not playing up the caliber for whatever particular reason, it starts to become a problem. The Eagles' biggest problem has always been Jason Witten. A lot of times they would end up not covering Witten out of nowhere. Witten would be running by itself. I don't believe that would happen in this particular game. I believe, with Bryant being sidelined, or not completely sidelined, but being hurt by this sore ankle, and them not really having a running game for the Eagles, actually having to put everybody in the box. Then you have somebody who could stay with Witten the entire time, which creates a problem for Dak, and I believe that they could make it happen.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure, no problem.
How many yards did Alfred Morris have against the Falcons?
Say that again?
How many yards did Alfred Morris have against the Falcons?
Hell if I know, nor do I care.
Okay. You should. Because the Cowboys running game actually wasn't bad against the Falcons.
Never said it was bad. I never said it was bad.
I said
the coaches wouldn't adjust. I said the coaches wouldn't adjust to the type of running back in which they need to adjust to, the way that the Redskins ran him, which was, if you have Alfred Morris, you should be running him in counter traps the way that the Redskins ran him.
You said,
but I digress, because obviously y'all don't understand how he used to be ran when he was with the Redskins.
You said, I'm going off the point of you making that you said the Cowboys were dwindling in the run game. That's what you said. And I'm saying
I said that.
Okay.
Dwindling. I said they don't adjust. Never said
you
dwindling.
Just said they were dwindling. You just
didn't say it. I said they don't adjust.
You said they were dwindling.
You just said they were dwindling.
Okay.
You just said that.
I said
you didn't say that at all.
We're learning that the mouth isn't really connected to the brain all the time. Sometimes there's interruptions.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just asking questions. Like I said in the beginning of the statement, I think I give the Eagles the nod. They have the momentum. Their offense is clicking, and they're playing really, really good ball. That front seven is going to give them trouble. And if the Cowboys' offensive line isn't up to snuff, it's going to be a long day. It's no different than what Cash said earlier about, they might have to call Romo back because Dak might end up with his back broke if they don't fix that left side of the offensive line. So I think I'm just trying to get in your take and understand your point of view on why the Eagles are going to win this game. I agree with you. I think the Eagles will win this game. I don't necessarily agree with the method in which they're going to do it and what you're saying, but I'm just trying to understand where you're coming from. That's why I'm asking these questions. I don't want you to feel like I'm attacking you about your Eagles, because I'm not. I'm asking you these questions about your opponent that you're about to face. And that's basically what I'm looking for. I'm looking for answers.
If his ass being sensitive, you can attack him if you
look, I don't care about the attacks. I don't care about the attacks. I don't care about nothing. When push comes to shove,
because as soon as somebody says something you don't like about the Eagles, you get all quiet. You start sending messages in the chat room. Let's wrap it up.
I'm trying. I am attempting. What stupidity y'all come from, and then I'm trying to just have a full understanding, moving forward. Like when we started the season, and y'all said, "Well, y'all running back by committee. Like, what is it going to do? Like, you sure it's going to be out there? Are you sure it's going to be able to do something?" And then our running back by committee fucking doing something. Let's think about it. Like, is it?
So that's why.
Listen to me. That's why we went and got him. I understand what you're saying. I went and got him, but if he's out there on the market, the best teams go get some of the best players that are out there. You go and you grab them. You don't sit there and play around. He was out there. The Eagles grabbed him. Don't get mad because they grabbed them. Like, come on, are you kidding me?
Let's be clear.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on. Bennett was out there. He was a tight end out there. They let him go in Green Bay. Patriots do. They said, nah, I don't care. So what? We gonna go get him. We let him go because we ain't want to pay him the money, but we gonna go back and grab him. Good players are out there. You grab them. You sit there and Bojangles. You go get them. Let's think about that. Come on, man. Lee done had a hamstring or some type of injury for the last X amount of years. Why the other Cowboys ain't go get another linebacker? Look at you trying to figure it all out. He been hurt for like the past 3 years. Why the Cowboys ain't go get another linebacker?
That's Jerry Jones and them dumbasses.
What happened?
They know better than that. They know better than that.
They know better than that. Yeah, I know. Because y'all thought Zeke would just be running all over everybody, and y'all ain't need no linebacker.
So the Eagles' running game is the reason y'all been winning games?
I never said that. That was the reason why we were
I didn't say you said that. I'm asking.
I don't know, but the way that you're insinuating that I can hear it in your question. I can hear all that in your question. Why is this fight on the Eagles moment? Well, okay, I'm here to answer your question. I'm here to answer your question. Not a problem. No, the Eagles' running game is not a particular reason.
You can't hold up. I'm not gonna go forward and let you misrepresent my statements. I said bad things about the Cowboys. I've said bad things about my team. And I asked you one simple question about yours, and you get all up in arms.
I'm not up in arms, brother. All I'm saying is this. No, it's not the reason why we're winning. And that's the great thing about the Eagles right now. Everybody's trying to figure out why are the Eagles winning. Their execution is that great. They're destroying teams as they play them. And yes, the score is not shown in every game, but every announcer says, yo, Eagles are just winning this game. Like, we're trying our best to show that the other team has an actual game, but they don't. They're destroying everybody that they play. Legitimately. Jay Gruden was on that joint. Well, John Gruden was on that joint. His freaking brother was playing in the game. He was like, yo, not playing in the game, but coaching it. He was like, I don't even know what to say, yo. Like, I don't even want to look bad. My whole family hearing what I got to say about this, but this is going to look bad. They're beating them. This is a problem. They're looking bad. Look, I know how my brother wants things to go, and this is just not it. Like, when push comes to shove, the Eagles have been doing the small things. Correct tackling. Y'all know I hate Kendricks. He been tackling. He been tackling on the run. Not even playing the pass, but playing the run. Like, they believe. They believe. And they're going to ball out until they get to the end. That was ain't going to beat us this week, maybe at the last season. But I mean, like, when push comes to shove, I'm just like, you know.
Let me ask you a question. What is the Eagles' flaw then?
What's the Eagles' flaw?
Yeah.
The Eagles. The Eagles.
The Eagles' flaw.
Right now, the Eagles' flaw on what I see right now. All right. Let's just be, I'm going to be 100% critical of my team.
You have
left tackle. Left tackle.
Go with your 10 to your bit.
Calm down. Left tackle. They shored that up. They brought in that left tackle from the Giants. We lost Hicks. They shored that up. They brought in that linebacker from the Saints. The Eagles' biggest problem was corner, and I believe they shored that up. Okay? When you look at receiver-wise, they're all catching the ball, particularly unless, it's just good play by the defense. And then you look at running back, they shored that up. If anything that would go wrong would be special teams if something goes wrong. The Eagles haven't scored a special teams touchdown yet this year, and that's unlike the Eagles because they have a great special teams coach. And I feel like if anything goes wrong on special teams, or if we had to kick an onside kick, the kicker being a brand new rookie kicker, I don't know how many times he's practiced the onside kick. Because the last time that we were great as a team, Akers had that onside kick with no problem.
So to sum it up,
So
man, what we just heard is that the Eagles are winning here, and there isn't need to be said.
Go ahead. Okay.
Go ahead.
The only critical thing.
No.
Hold on.
Trevis, you're done, Trevis. No.
Why am I done? Why? I'm not done yet. I wasn't done talking. You just want to talk. You Dallas fans, man. You freaking Dallas fans.
I'm done.
You're just mad because we play you guys this week.
I asked you a question. I let you talk, and as soon as I started,
I tried to answer.
See, hold on, and I'm trying to say,
No, Cash started to talk first, and you came after Cash, and that was where the problem started.
And then and again, you ain't let me finish. You ain't let me even say anything.
Always willing to let you finish, Avery. It's when Cash start talking that the problem's going to happen.
So what I'm saying is, what I'm hearing is that the critical part that I heard you say, because out of the other stuff that you named, the only critical thing I heard you say was the special teams. Am I correct?
Special teams.
Okay.
Yes. And an injury or an injury or hold Avery or an injury to Wentz.
That's a given, man. Injury is a given to any team. I don't know.
No. Brady don't get hurt. Brady don't get hurt. Brady don't get hurt. Matt Ryan went a whole year last year not without being hurt. Peyton Manning got hurt the year that he went to a Super Bowl. But I just want to let you know.
That's not a flaw. That's not a flaw.
All right, well, you thought looking for flaws. All right, cool. Yeah. That was good.
That was the question. All right. So we're moving on. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's get to prediction.
Yeah, let's get to
because Trevis is worn out and it's 10 o'clock and we need
Don't be like that, dog. You got some more to say, Cash? Cash, you got some more to say.
I'm here all night, man. I told you that.
Tell me how the Cowboys are high flying right now this season.
The damn out.
Tell me how you believe Dak Prescott gonna save your team. Tell me.
You feel
Tell me. Tell me, please.
And we're out
of time. Tell me, please. At the beginning of the season, you were saying, why don't they believe that Dak Prescott is the same way with, Carson Wentz? Tell me, please.
You're posing this question as if I'm going to sit here and say, oh, Dak isn't playing well. Dak is balling.
He balling?
Damn right he balling.
He balling. That's what's up. Is he winning?
Yeah.
Is he winning?
He's doing his thing.
He winning what? He winning
not going to get me to backtrack on that at all. Check his numbers.
I ain't worried about his numbers. Is he winning?
Check his numbers.
Is he winning?
Treves. Oh, so that's what it is now? So
shit, when Donovan McNabb ball, but was he winning?
When Carson wasn't winning last year, they were still.
No, Randall Cunningham ball, but was he winning? That was the question. Was he winning?
Okay, Trevis. You changed the story. You asked the question.
Now we can't talk. Now we can't talk because they're not winning.
You can't talk to somebody who changed the narrative every 10 damn seconds. You can't.
Hey, Avery.
Yes, sir.
I believe he cut the link. He cut the feed last time. He didn't want to have this conversation.
Another one of your back page Inquirer conspiracy theories, huh?
Yeah, I'm just saying, okay, back page Inquirer, conspiracy, whatever. This conversation going to happen.
Nope.
I just want to let you know, we're not going to wait till the last week of the season. We're going to talk it right now. So you mean to tell me?
So you better get it in right now.
You said your mic may go out. No. We're going to talk this right now. So right now, you saying, you asked a question not too long ago. Why do they not say that Dak is on the level with Wentz, right? You said that. You was like, yo, that's some bullshit. Like, they should be on, the same level. 6 weeks are coming where Dak will prove himself. 6 weeks. 6.
Hold on.
I said, without that running game, with somebody gaining 150 yards, he'll have to prove himself.
Oh, my gosh, yo.
Just want to let you know. It was out there. Avery, do you remember the game?
Please
the graphics, man. Do you remember? Are you sure?
Please stop with the bullshit, Trevis.
This is what I said. You know what it is? I'm going to put it in the chat room. I'm going to let you know right now that I said it.
Do it all because you're sounding like an idiot right now. So please,
I'm sounding like an idiot. I didn't tell you that without Zeke. Let's see what he can do without Zeke if he win games.
Sound like an idiot now.
Did they not? Hold on, I got a question, Trevis. Did they not win the game before that though?
Oh damn, they won a game before that. A 6-game stretch is a beautiful thing to see if he's a good quarterback.
What about the 16 games last season?
It's a team.
We just want to discount all of that.
You're saying, so basically you're negating all of Dak last season, and you're saying that he got to win the next 6 games to prove himself.
Never negated it, but he does have to perform at a quality level in the next 6 games.
Get the fuck
when you
out.
say,
if you're gonna say that,
are you not gonna listen? Are you not gonna listen?
What's the quality level?
Are you not gonna listen?
I'm doing
Trevis, what's the quality?
The hate is just coming from everywhere. Cool, go ahead. I'll just wait. I'll wait.
Has not had a full season where he played well. Has he or has he not? Has Carson Wentz had a full season where he played well?
All right. So you saying that Carson Wentz hasn't had a full game without a full season without a running game?
No, I said he hasn't had a full season that he has not played.
That's not what's in question. What's in question is, can you move a team forward without a running game?
So what you're saying? Oh, so hold up for a second, Trevis. Can I talk without you talking for about a minute? Maybe 30. Give me 30 seconds.
1 minute.
Please. So what you're saying right now is when Maine just asked you that question about Carson Wentz in the running game, now you're moving it to Carson Wentz has a running game now, so he can play better. But with Dak,
never said that.
That's what you're saying. That's everything you're implying. When he asked you about last season when Carson Wentz wasn't playing well, you attribute it to him not having a running game. And now that he had one, he's playing better. Dak had a great running game last season. But now, like I said, I couldn't even talk for
Never said that.
Can't talk. That's what you're saying.
What's your point then?
Never said that.
What's your point?
The thing was this. The reason why Wentz didn't have a good game last year was because the receivers dropped the ball. Am I right or wrong?
No, you're wrong.
Everybody, come on. Because last season, he dropped the ball. Every receiver dropped the ball, and everybody was like, "Oh, your receivers suck."
So you're making excuses for him.
Carson Wentz did not play well last year.
So you're making excuses
will
for him.
tell you. Hold on. Carson Wentz himself will tell you he did not play well last year. He said himself he thought he was going to get cut, and he went into therapy to fix his issues.
Hold on, Avery. Now
he did.
What? Hold on, Avery. What Cash just said was it was because of the running game.
No, that's what.
Now, what my statement was, it wasn't.
Can't play.
Hold on, I'm not done. Y'all gonna let me talk? All right. So, like I said, it wasn't because of that. It was because of his receivers dropping the hell out of the ball. If you went back and you look at film, every time you turn around. Look. First and foremost, they got rid of like a good majority of those receivers. Got them out of there. He was hitting people on the dime. They was dropping passes.
So
now,
let me understand. So question. You're saying that Carson Wentz had a bad season last year because the receivers were dropping the ball?
No, we had a bad season last year because he couldn't run the ball and pass the ball. Okay. Now, Avery, you can laugh. It's cute. Now, if y'all look back in previous weeks on this show, I have stated that he could not get somebody to catch the ball, nor could we run the ball without Lane Johnson. Now, I've said it multiple times. They couldn't catch the ball, nor could they pass the ball without Lane Johnson.
All right? What's your criteria for that?
What do you mean by criteria for what he could do?
Yeah. What makes that good? What's the criteria for your success?
Check that. Oh, what makes that good? I never said that Dak was not good.
No.
Your stipulation. Hold on. Wait. I need our viewers to understand. Like, this is not just an argument between us. I need our viewers to understand. This conversation is not just between us. It's between all of us. All right. Now, when push comes to shove, I never said that Dak was not good. Nor did I never believe that Dak was not a good quarterback. The thing was this. You asked, why do they rate him different? I believe you're looking at color. I'm not. I'm looking at the fact of reading the field. And I'm looking at the fact of what you could possibly do to a defense if they're worried about something else other than you. Now, if you're a rookie and you're backing up the pass and you go to do a fake, am I worried about you? Or am I worried about somebody putting up 150 yards on me because he done did it for 6 games already? I'm worried about that running back putting up 150 yards on me because he's a big reason on why they win it. Now he don't have that. He ain't got shit. He got somebody who been back there running, ain't really been getting nothing at all. And so I look at his fantasy points, and he ain't really had shit. So when push comes to shove,
fucking second here. So now that Carson Wentz has that running game and their offense is humming, he's playing.
Carson Wentz has running back by committee. He don't have that running game. He has running back by committee. Avery, am I right or am I wrong? Just give me a thumbs up, Avery.
He just said running.
Give me a thumbs up, Avery.
Running back. He didn't.
Avery.
He didn't say running.
What running game?
He said running back by committee. He said running game. He didn't say running back. He didn't.
Did you not just say earlier that y'all running the ball very well?
By committee. Yes, by committee.
It's a running game.
That's what he just said.
He has one.
The running game by committee. Remember that that's by committee.
It's a running game. It's effective.
By committee.
It's working.
By committee.
Right?
So far. Yes, it is.
Okay. And as a result, Carson Wentz is playing better, correct?
I don't know. I haven't really seen
all right.
We
gonna wrap it up.
Hold on. I'm not done yet. I haven't seen the fact that people are rushing people up in the box. Man. They don't have no. Hold on. They don't have 7 in the box the way they would against Zeke. But that's a very important thing when you put 7 in the box because you feel like the running game is killing you that much. We haven't had that.
Not really. When the running game is killing you that much, you put more than 7 in the box. You bring one of them corners.
True, but we haven't even had 7 in our box. They've been really chilling and just allowing the Eagles to run because it really hasn't thrashed them until Ajayi came and he decided to go 46.
I'm gonna be real.
That in itself helps a quarterback because now you're always ahead of schedule. Yep. So now you don't have 3rd and longs and 2nd and longs.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
But I mean, push comes to shove, that was that one game. That was that one game, though, dog. That wasn't a bunch of games because a lot of our games are not that far apart. We're about 5 to 7 points off of every game that we played.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I mean, I'm ready to move on, but I'll say this: the Eagles are playing really well. They have a good running game, but you're all over the place with your points tonight. I don't know what to follow, and I don't understand what you're saying. I'm being real. I really don't. At one point, you were saying Carson Wentz had a bad season because the receivers dropped the ball. At one token, you're saying that he didn't have a running game last year, but now he does. But you're not willing to say that they're winning games because of the running game. And you're all over the place. So let's really
because it's a combination, man. It's not like you could really just say because, like, you could say in Dallas they won because of Zeke.
But
take Zeke out the game, they don't win.
That wasn't it.
Okay.
The thing is that Dallas was winning games last year because their offensive line they were winning at the line of scrimmage. That's why Dallas.
Okay.
Was so
right now you got the Eagles. Right now the Eagles are 2nd on offense in NFL. They 4th as in yards at 377. They 14th on passing yards at 240. And they 4th on 136.8 rushing yards in the league. That's different dynamics, period. When you look at the stats of the NFL, we're not even talking about the NFC, we're talking about the NFL.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Why did Carson Wentz play bad last year?
Because, one, he didn't have a full understanding of the offense. And that's a full understanding. Like, he knows he didn't have a full understanding of the offense. Two, this year, they have a lot of plays in which he used in college that he knows wholeheartedly. And they show that he's put in plays. Well, him and Peterson has put in plays that he's used in college. And we've seen some of those plays. We saw him last week when they did the option pitch. It was like, I didn't even know Carson Wentz could pitch the ball. But they put that play in at the goal line. So when you look at it, they're doing more plays familiar with what Carson Wentz knows. And when they use plays like that, you get a young quarterback the familiarity of understanding what's going on with his team and where he's going from there. And also, he's been sacked, but he hasn't been sacked at those crucial points on third down when he needs it, which has allowed him to move forward.
So that's why he didn't. So that's why he didn't play well last year.
Last year, we was getting crushed on third down. We was going for it on fourth down.
Oh, God.
The plays on YouTube, we were going for it on fourth down.
Hey, Cash, I gave him my best try, bro.
I know. I don't even know how you tried.
I know it's my fault, man. I fell for it. I fell for it.
I'm looking at the stats last year right now. These Jones is crazy.
Just go. Just you take it away, man. Shit.
Let's predict on these games. Trevis, what you got for this Eagles Cowboys game, man? This score.
I think we start off sluggish. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
And last time we had a Thursday to Sunday game, they started off sluggish, but then they picked it up in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
Due to the fact that Lee is not in the game, I think they won't be able to stop a lot of the rushing game that's going to go on. The Eagles will win 31-13.
All right. That's fair. Let's see that's fair. Cash?
I agree. I think they'll start off sluggish. I think Cowboys will be hype at home. I think they'll want some redemption from, what happened in Atlanta because they know they're better than that. So I think Cowboys will get off to a fast start. And I think the Eagles will kind of get their groove back probably about mid-second quarter. And I think they'll ultimately end up winning 31-24.
I'm gonna call that game too. And I see I agree with you guys. I think the Eagles are gonna get 30 plus points. I'm gonna call it 34-21. As far as the Saints and Redskins game go, the fan in me wants to say that if they keep it close, they got a chance. I just don't think it's gonna be I don't think they're gonna be able to keep it close. I don't think the defense is gonna be stout enough to stop that running game that the Saints have. And I think that ultimately that's going to do them in. I think it wouldn't shock me if they go for 200 yards rushing. It wouldn't shock me at all.
Who, the Saints?
Running game is just that. Yeah, the Saints running game is that good. Between Ingram and
I don't think the Saints rushing game is that good. I think they have a scheme in which nobody has figured it out yet. When I looked at, the way that they do their blocking schemes and the way the running back has to find the particular holes, if a defense is stout enough to understand how, they're blocking and they do a lot of double teams to allow Ingram to get through there, I think they'll get destroyed. It's all about the Redskins finding out how they're double teaming and who's going to actually be that individual player to get all the tackles.
Where do the Saints rank in rushing? Do you know?
No, I have no idea whatsoever. Nor do I care.
I'm just asking, man.
I'm sorry. That's the way I feel, man.
I think ultimately the running game is going to be a problem for the Redskins. I don't want it to be, but that's what I see happening. It's gonna be hard for them to stop. But just so you know, the Saints are ahead of the Eagles in rushing. Just so you know.
Oh yeah, 142.2. I mean, like I said, I understand that. No, I understand that. I said I looked at something where they show how they're actually getting to the second level. But like I said, you got to find a way around that. And they're still playing with the same offense because they still have the same offensive coach. You just have to figure out how to stop them. It's not really, too much of a problem. A lot of these defenses today don't have good secondaries. So they're trying to make up linebackers back. I think when you run into a defensive team with some good linebackers and some good secondary, the linebackers can cheat up and actually tackle the running back. But when you look at them play the Buffalo Bills, it's like, come on, man. Come on, man. They're going up against teams. You're like, oh, okay. They played that team. It's not really that good.
So if you're basically, what I'm getting is, if the Saints are ahead of the Eagles in rushing, and you just said that the Saints running game isn't that good, is what you said.
I told you we was running back by committee. We was running back by committee. I'm telling you. Now hold up. I'm gonna tell you You ready? I'm gonna tell you who the Saints played. You ready? You ready? Are you ready? You sure? Browns. You ready? The Browns. They played the Texans. They played the Ravens. They played the Vikings, the Patriots, the Dolphins.
You just named some very good defenses.
The Bears, the Bills, the Saints. Regardless of what you think those defenses are, you're talking about teams to where if you look at their records right now, let's think about this.
Did you just say the Saints played the Saints in that last game?
No, I didn't, man. No, I didn't. I said they played the Bills. And then they played the Redskins.
You said was
they're playing the Redskins.
You did.
They're playing the Redskins. They played the Buccaneers and the Bills.
Oh, gosh.
I said the Bears, the Buccaneers, the Bills.
This guy. Man, can we get out of here, man?
Trying my best to get out of here, man.
No, the Redskins, I'm calling Redskins Saints. I'll say the Saints will win 24-21 Saints.
I don't know I just don't know what Redskins team showing up from week to damn week.
I agree.
I really don't. It makes it damn near impossible to predict their
game. Yeah, it does.
Shit. I mean, I guess conventional wisdom tells me to go for the Saints, knowing full well the Redskins could win that game.
They could. You're right.
Ooh, I guess if I'm, playing the numbers, I'm going 38-24 Saints.
Okay.
Where's the game located at?
New Orleans.
All right, so we in New Orleans. Redskins don't let down. I'm going to go with it. 38-34 New Orleans.
34 what?
I was just saying they're going to win because they at home, but the Redskins are going to put up a fight. They're not going down without a fight in that game.
What you said, 34 what?
38-34 New Orleans.
All right.
New Orleans actually going to win the game, but it's only going to be because they got home field advantage. It's going to be something stupid. Redskins always have some little stupid ass situation that happens at the end of the game.
Let's do this collectively. Let's all think of a score for the Giants Chiefs collectively, because I don't want to do it individually.
Giants. 63-3.
Oh man, I'm going 42-14.
To the 60s, but 62-3.
I can't ride with that 60s. Good God.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm saying I would say like 40. I'll say 40. Shit, I don't know. 42. 42-14. I don't know. God,
Did you not hear me say that exact score just a second ago?
Oh, damn. You said
all I'm gonna say is,
Yeah.
people
damn,
been
my bad.
trying to beat the Eagles Broncos score. I don't think they might beat it.
Man.
They're trying to beat that Eagles Broncos
I
score.
don't know, man. They could. They could.
Brady tried. He was going hard. He was throwing the hell out of them touchdowns. But they was trying.
Shit.
So, and let's go ahead and wrap it up. So what's your final thoughts? Trevis, what's your final thoughts on Cowboys Eagles? We're gonna let him go first, get this out the way.
And please,
I'm hoping that the Eagles what? I don't have a diary. It just sounds like a diary. Listen to me, fans. This is what I'm saying. Eagles have to come out not sluggish. They got to handle business. We ain't worry about nobody. We got a team in which they play as a team. We do our thing on a consistent basis. A linebacker, a old tackle. Listen, the Eagles can make it happen. They need your support. No matter whatever plan is, Cowgirl Stadium or not. Show out. Do your thing. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Cash?
Yeah. Like I said, I think the Eagles come out a little sluggish. I would like to see my boys play with some heart, some pride. I would like to see Chaz Green rep his family name again, because his family probably disowned him after last week. he got a lot of owning up to do, man. Like, he let a lot of people down, not to mention himself. And, he really needs to show up. I don't even know if he's going to start. They might start Byron Bell. He played that poorly. And Byron Bell gave up 2 sacks in 17 plays, so he wasn't much better. So it's going to start up front for sure. And if they can protect Dak, Dak can do some damage. But, they have to protect him. If they can't protect him, then it's a non-starter. And sure as hell goes the same for defense. I think Anthony Hitchens can kind of make up a little bit of Sean Lee's loss, but I worry about Jalen Smith. The boy is horrible right now. And I wish he wasn't even playing. So
I agree. I think it'd be best if he wasn't even playing.
Yeah, he's bad. It's not even all a athletic or physical thing. And sometimes you look at him, you're like, yo, what is he doing? Why would he run up in there like that? But whatever, just final thoughts. And that's all my final thought.
Yeah. I'll just say that I am extremely excited to make my way down to New Orleans and be there live for this game. It's a much-needed vacation. It's another stadium off my bucket list. I think I'm about 9 or 10 in right now. I'm excited to see some good football in person. And I think that if the Redskins keep it close, they got a chance. But if they come out, they're going to have to come out firing. And it really, ultimately, they're going to have to finish the first half strong. If they don't finish that first half strong, they don't have a chance coming out of into the second half. So if they can do those two things, they'll have a chance. Keep it close and finish out the first half very strong. And I think they'll have a good chance at that game.
Yeah,
use Vernon Davis and use Thompson. That's where y'all the best at.
They tend to have those lapses at the end of halves, first half.
When y'all try to use y'all other receivers, that's when ish go wrong.
Yeah. Well, cool.
Man.
My brother, safe travels on your way down there, man.
Travel.
I sure appreciate it, y'all.
Be safe, man, and drink a lot.
That's gonna happen for sure. That's gonna happen. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Don't let me see you on TMZ though.
Please don't. I don't want to be up there.
Yeah. No. Let's wrap it on up. get on up out of here.
I'm going to the game.
And the only thing else I get to say is, how about